Oh.
Ski, 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 ski.
Gee. Green
Hey,
flag, green flag.
back again for episode 6, 7. What are we on? 7? I don't even remember.
78
From
seasoned podcasters.
recap from Mexico.
Amigo.
Yeah, big.
Los dos tacos en la Mexico.
Su casa, mi casa.
Uh-huh.
Only Mexican I know is on the Taco Bell menu.
The only Mexican you know?
Yep, Spanish, whatever. Big
What we got?
big international weekend for NASCAR with the two winners.
Yeah. Where the hell is SVG from?
New Zealand.
New Zealand, that's right. So,
Ry- Ryan
the
kept saying he was a
anti-kangaroo.
Ryan kept telling me he was a Kiwi, and I'm like, I don't know if we can say that.
I don't get it, but sure. Is that does that make Daniel Suarez a mango? Or
I have avocado or something. I have no idea.
I don't know. I don't get the kiwi.
I don't know either. Somebody let us know what they talking about.
How is SVG a kiwi and can amigo be a avocado?
Yeah. All right, let's get into it here with only two races, Xfinity and Cup.
Yep.
Last night, Mooncar victory for my boy though. First night, two wins. You put you put your own SVG on them, and 5 seconds between you and the second place car.
Yeah, I didn't. I think the Moon Car Light race was a whole lot harder than the Moon Car race because they threw them cautions. I got lucky with the choose cone, started in the front, stole it.
Yeah, it was definitely
Uh,
more competitive in Mooncar Light than it was in the actual Mooncar.
yeah. They did say that a bunch of the heavy hitters, whatever that means, didn't show up to Moon Car. Um, so I guess there's some really good people that just didn't come. But oh well. I
Yep.
I hate to jump in there and just steal a spot in Moon Car like that, but I like Miami. I'm not terrible at that bitch.
They might want to sub you in for a Cup Series driver at Homestead next season for the championship. Because we the truth at Homestead.
Yeah, Denny, if you're planning on having another baby, I'll cover for you. Larson, if you want to try to pull a double with a damn late model outlaw race or something and you can't make it, I got you.
But I had to throw that in there.
If Hocevar gets knocked the fuck out and can't
Yeah.
race rest of the season, I got you. Spire, Dickinson, hit me up.
But I thought it was a pretty good road course weekend. You know, I didn't have very high hopes for it. I'm not a big road course fan, but I thought they made it at least watchable for me.
No, I thought the Xfinity race was probably, as far as I can remember, which isn't very far, best road course race I've ever watched. All of, like, 100% of the race that, you know what I'm saying, that I watched every lap. The Xfinity at Mexico City was probably the best one I've ever watched out of
Yeah,
all two of them.
usually road courses, you know, you can watch the green flag and they'll battle for like 2 or 3 turns. And after that, you can get on your phone and wait until a caution comes out or the pit starts cycling through and
Yeah.
tune
No,
back
but
in for a little bit.
they was getting after it. I mean, there's a lot of too wide uh, all the way through,
Yeah, I
all
thought
the
it was
way
pretty
through the
good.
Xfinity race.
The only part of this whole weekend where I was like, all right, well, this is not very entertaining was the last 35, 40 laps of the Cup Series race, where SVG just pulled away with it. But prior to that, I thought it was all really good.
Yeah. Mi amigo
Yeah,
Xfinity Series, man. Just happy to see Suarez. I wasn't sure about him getting a Cup win. I was hopeful, but he pulls it off in the Xfinity Series. That's probably good enough for the homeland, you know.
you saw him going crazy for it.
Hmm.
Started dead last, by the way, 39th place.
Yeah, and hold on. Oh, okay. Work's texting me. Uh, like starting last at a road course and still getting a dub. That's like pretty insane. I think is out of the Xfinity crowd, Suarez really proved why he's a Cup driver here. He doesn't belong with these guys. Not at road at here, I guess.
And then something I didn't know until this is he's won a damn Xfinity championship before. I had no clue about that. I was like, damn, Suarez.
Suarez has.
Yeah.
Well, he don't belong in Xfinity.
No, he's like I don't want to say he's bottom of the barrel in Cup. He's probably like a mid-pack driver, right? Like he's
I
not
mean,
great.
bottom's fine. He's between the middle and the bottom as far as like mile and a halves. I mean, he had a good run at Las Vegas, but he's never like up, hardly ever up front. He's either mid pack or back or in a wreck. I feel like most of the time.
If you were to take just Trackhouse and be like, which one of these drivers isn't gonna win this season? I think every time people are gonna choose Suarez because SVG is gonna win a road course or at least has the best chance to, and Ross Chastain usually finds himself into a win every year.
Yeah, yeah, definitely the in the Cup worst out of the three, but he proved that he belongs there in the Xfinity race.
For sure.
Uh, a good road course driver, not the whole field for sure, but a good road course driver belongs in Cup if you're this much better than all, you know what I'm saying, than all the Xfinity drivers. You probably belong in Cup if you can sling an Xfinity all
Yeah,
the way from the back
I agree.
like this.
I was impressed by it though. It was good, and it was fun to watch.
Yeah, I was hyped.
It's a green flag of the race. Dude, I love this section of the track with the orange S's coming through the middle of the stadium. Thought that shit
It's
looked
fucking
awesome.
sick, man. Will there ever be an oval track built the same way?
I think
Or with
it'd
a
be
section like that?
hard to do that. I'd like to see it though.
Mm-hmm. Oh, remind me that, not yet, but remind me later that Hocevar leaked something that we got to talk about.
Okay. But this is like where all the action on the track happened. Pretty much that long straightaway going into one, and then two and three that are really sharp corners.
And this was a starter race.
Yeah.
They did, uh, like, considering my expectations for what was going to happen through that first section, Xfinity dudes held it together. Like, amazingly, if that's the correct word. Like, no wrecks in the first, like, coming up to the first corner. I
Yeah,
would
they
have
did
thought
really
it
well
was
on it.
gonna be absolute mayhem on the first lap, but it wasn't. I mean, they was racing the shit out of each other, but no wreck through the first section.
Yeah, they looked like they knew what
I
they were
think
doing.
I think this was lap one though.
Lap three. So it was very,
Oh,
very
okay.
early on. Yeah, 41 of Sam Mayer into the wall. I don't remember. I tried to go back and watch it, and of course, they don't even show what happened. They just show him wrecking. I believe he got punted, though. Because it's like a weird part of the track to just lose it on.
Yeah.
But
Eh.
Sam Mayer gets punted into the damn safety fence to bring out a caution on lap 3.
Really simple ass paint scheme. Do you feel that when you look at that car? Like that's the most simple shit I've ever seen ever.
Yeah, and I don't like the white audible right there. It's kind of hard to read. I would have put it black.
Yeah, for contrast against the green. The number looks good. I like the fade on the top of it. It's like the 41 has a nice haircut.
It looks good. And the green comes like halfway up, or like a quarter of the way up the roof, and then just stops. Like, what are we doing? Just make it,
Yeah.
just make it white right there.
Yeah, I think you could have even left the 41 on top of that really light green with the black outline, and it would have been fun. I don't know. Anyway, what you got next?
That's the lap 4 restart. I like that we went green real fast. We ain't bullshitting around with running a bunch of pace laps around this big ass track. Get the car out the way, we'll go right back to
Well,
green.
we got Ty Gibbs, Connor Zilic.
Is that
Uh,
is that Kervoppel's up there somewhere? Yeah, there he is in the one.
I know Christopher Bale.
Yeah,
Ty Gibbs right
see,
there.
Bell's in the 24 of this race.
That's right. And then Connor Zilic and what the hell's his name? The 8
I want to say Sammy
pilot car.
Smith. Is that right?
Is it Sammy Smith? Who was that dude that just wrecked?
Sam Mayer.
Mayer. Okay.
Yeah, it
I
is
just
Sammy
got
Smith. I see
screwed
it
up.
on the thing right there. Allgaier up there too. Well, there's the 18 he did.
You can run a player, but you can't hide.
But I thought it was pretty good, man. The restarts were awesome to watch. Ty Gibbs is slinging that thing too.
Yeah, these cars just look badass ripping road courses too. They really let the ass end hang out a lot through the corner. I don't know if it's faster or not, but they look really good coming out, going in and out of the corners. What we got right here, Ray?
There's the stage 1 end with a lot of people pitted and flipped the stage. See Carson Kervoppel ends up winning the stage.
Yeah, that's good for him. I don't think he's got a dub this season, right?
I don't believe so.
So if not, probably smart of him because he's probably doesn't have a good chance of beating Bell or Ty Gibbs or any of the drivers that qualified good and was fast in practice. If he thinks he has no chance, why flip the stage? Get some stage points.
Right. Yeah, I
Punch your
think
way in.
that's kind of the recipe for road courses. Is if you're just gonna go for the win, we flip every stage. If you're gonna play for points, we stay out and collect them. But I got it circled there at once everybody pitted and it cycled through. By the end of stage 1, 20 laps in, Daniel Suarez up to 7th.
Up to 7. Started 31st,
39th.
39th.
Yeah.
Is there that many damn cars?
Yeah, he started inside of row 20.
Woo! He's back there with somebody else that was fast. I forgot who it was though.
There was a bunch of cars that had to go to the rear. Hold on, I'll tell you. I can tell you. Christian Eckes was back there, Brandon Poole, Anthony Alfredo, Kyle Sieg, Parker Resclaw, Josh Williams.
Maybe I was thinking of damn Alfredo.
Yeah, fast pasta, Anthony Alfredo. But I thought that was pretty cool that Suarez, by the time everybody pitted and cycled through, he was up to 7th at the start of the stage 2.
Yeah, I think it was pretty much this moment where we realized that motherfucker's finna. He's finna do some damage,
You'll see him right here on the stage 2 restart. He is. Damn, it's not easy for me to find his car now. 7th, he should be back here somewhere. It's the number 9, that's right. It's the black number 9 car.
Yeah, plain ass car.
Because he wrecked in practice, had to go to the backup car.
Yeah, in a damn backup
car. So he's inside of row 4 right here.
Four, yeah.
Oh,
Whichever one's the inside is your guess is as good as mine.
watch him shoot to the outside and drive it down in here. Or
Yep,
inside.
there he is.
He said, "Excuse me, I'm gonna take some of these spots." Oh, Sam Smith locked him up. Ty Gibbs beating the hell
Re-
out of him. Oh, look, he's already up to third right here.
really aggressive. I wonder if Suarez has. Do you remember them talking about the heel toe stuff and how clutching for your downshifts helped keep the tires from locking up?
I remember SVG talking about it when they were asking him in the post race. He said that, yeah, he does it, but in the Xfinity, it was really important to stop wheel hop.
I wonder if Suarez was like one of the only ones really using that heel toe
Yeah, I'm
in
not
the
sure.
Xfinity car
I
because the
know.
way he was able to go from seventh to damn third in the initial, turn one, maybe he even, made his braking distance just better than everybody else.
I, maybe he was driving the wheels off that thing. And this is the end of stage 2. Everybody, of course, uh, flips the stage. Suarez, Zilich, Ty Gibbs, pretty much everybody that was up there at the front and had a good running car flipped the stage, and they gave it to Sammy Smith to give Junior Motorsports the sweep of the stages. Is Junior Motorsports just the damn team to beat in Xfinity?
I think so, man. I think, and if coming from somebody that don't know shit about team owners and Xfinity, I know that's Junior Motorsports top series. They don't, they don't field any Cup cars. So does that free up resources from a Cup team capable organization?
I think
And you
so.
just dump what would go into a Cup team into your Xfinity team.
They also don't field truck series, solely Xfinity. So I'm sure that does help a lot. And isn't it Hendricks backed? It's kind of like Woods Brothers is Penske backed.
Yeah. Yeah. I've heard Junior talk about what kind of help Hendricks provides, and I don't think it's like game changing for them because he doesn't mention it very often. But
It's probably parts.
uh, I'm not sure. I can't remember what he said about it, but no, I don't even want to think about it like that. I want to think Junior Motorsports is just running fucking Xfinity, and that's the bottom line,
Well, I think that's the case. I believe that Junior has put the right asses in the right seats to make it work,
Yeah.
and they're just killing it over there. It don't matter if it's an oval or if it's a road course. It seems like Junior Motorsports is going to find their way to at least some stage wins, if not a win in general.
And talking about like Junior specifically, I I get the impression from hearing him talk about Cup and Xfinity, hearing him talk about the different series. I think Junior has always had like a underlying like a I don't know, a soft spot for Xfinity or Bush or whatever. Like I think he likes it just way more than the other series because that's like his first series that he was able to drive and fiddle with setups, and like he was a really huge part of his Xfinity car when he finally got in one for
He's
for
got some championships, right? Xfinity championships as a driver.
I think so. I'm pretty sure, yeah. He was actually really good his like second season, I believe, in it was Bush back then.
And I believe that it helps that these cars are closer to what he drove than the next gen is.
Yeah, I don't know how much he does on his own for his team, but I know that he prefers this style of race car over the Cup car and probably the truck too.
And one thing that Junior does know is the right personalities to drive cars, and he's put him in the seat. Done a good job.
Yeah, they Zilich, Sammy,
Car-
Quapple,
the waffle,
and
yeah, all
who am I
guy.
missing? Allgaier. Of course, Allgaier, a freak in the ovals anyway. Uh, Sammy has some real personality with his driving. Super aggressive, temperamental. I would even say. Uh,
And you got Kravatl, who's kind of like level in the middle of them both, and then Zilich, who's young and just showing a lot of
young,
potential.
young. He's a baby.
Him just
He's
a
just a
baby.
baby. Mm-hmm.
But Junior Motorsports picks up the clean sweep, and we move on to the Stage 3 restart. Ty Gibbs
Who's out there on?
and Zilich. Christopher Bell blew his engine earlier in the race, so he was done.
Yeah, I figured you would have put that clip in here. That man just left his car parked at
Oh,
the
yeah.
pit entry, got out, and said, "Y'all don't pay me enough to sit in this bitch."
Yeah. He also said, I just want to make it clear, I did not miss a shift on the H pattern.
Yeah, I like Seabell, man.
Oh, yeah.
Goated.
Yeah, Seabell's awesome. Out of Toyota drivers, he's probably my favorite one. 3 wide in there. Oh, this is the controversial moment, maybe? Yeah. No. Yeah.
No.
And we piling them up in there. Look, Sammy Smith, he's all over them. Zillit's
Oh God,
got
yeah.
the shit beat out of him.
Yeah, this is a bad wreck. I think this one got. Is this the one that got? Yep, Ty Gibbs.
Yeah, Ty Gibbs had a rough weekend. Strong car on Xfinity and Cup. Cup he catches a bad caution that screws him over, and here he gets caught up in this mess at the Stage 3 restart.
Yeah. I don't think he really had the skill set to win Sunday, but he would have finished better than he did.
I think that he was really the only driver that had a chance of catching SVG, or, you know, at least giving SVG a run for his money, because I mean, he ran up there with them, and even SVG said he doesn't
He
know
was
if
the
he.
only one that had anything
Yeah,
for him, basically.
but they pile him up here at the front and collect a bunch of cars. There's somebody that takes a hard hit in the second around this corner right here. There's number 4 into the back of Ty Gibbs.
Oof. Big wreck got Connor Zilich and Ty Gibbs.
Look at them, Suarez and Gibbs up here at the front, beating the hell out
That's
of each
not
other.
that's not on Suarez neither. He's all the way up on the damn chicanes.
Yeah, he's doing all.
What?
He's giving all the room there is to give.
Yeah. I this was this whole race just I don't know if I was a borderline Suarez fan, which I was already Suarez fan, I think he's got one of the best attitudes out of all of the Cup drivers.
Yeah, you can just tell he's probably an awesome person to hang out with. You know, he's just.
Yeah, and that's impossible to like not like the guy.
Right.
Any of them that really act like they are happy to be here and grateful for their opportunity, you got me. Like I'm on your side.
And it's also one of those cases for me where you can't say he doesn't deserve to be there, because he definitely deserves to be there. I mean, he showed it here. He's obviously shown it in the Xfinity before. He's won championship there, so.
Yeah, definitely does. I don't. I haven't seen it where anybody argued that Suarez doesn't deserve to be in a cup. I've seen it for SVG, but uh, I guess that's just a way to go. A damn road course ringer, and you can. I feel like you can learn oval skills better or faster than you can learn road course skills.
I think so. It seems like oval would be easier to figure out for somebody that's never done it before, right? If you put them on a road course, I think that there's, you can't get used to every corner is going to be different for you, and if cars are on different spots, it makes the entry and exit of them different every time. Braking zones, and you also might have to run it in the fucking rain. There's a lot that you have to
Yeah,
a lot that goes into road courses for sure.
yeah. I mean, if you've raced ovals your whole life, of course you're gonna be better at ovals than road courses, and the same the other way around. If you've raced road courses your whole life, you're gonna be better at those than ovals. Like that's the low hanging fruit. That's easy to say, but I I'd want to see some like data, some stats that show which one is actually easier to progress in from a fresh start. I'd like to see some stats like that.
You're talking about like somebody that's never run either one, and just put them in there and see.
No, like show me stats of guys that have made their debut, you know, road course start for the first time ever that's got an impressive oval history, and then show me some guys that have impressive road course careers that have made their initial starts in whatever oval track.
I was getting ready to say we
I
might
don't
have
know.
a good control group for it because what's his name? The guy that we don't like that everybody tells us is the greatest thing ever, Corey Day. So
Yeah.
just dirt track experience, and now he's going to asphalt. So we're going to kind of get to see him race. Eventually, he's going to get a full seat, you would think. You're going to get to see him race ovals and or asphalt oval and road course. What do you think is going to be easier for him to pick up on?
I mean, I know which one is gonna be easier for him to pick up on, but uh, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I'm getting at. Like, let's compare at some point. We could compare SVG's oval stats to like Tony Stewart's road course history.
It's going to be rough because Tony Stewart's really good at road courses.
See, so that argument in itself would suggest that it's harder to learn ovals.
I think Jeff
But
Gordon has the most road course wins of any driver at 8 or 9.
in a cup car though, right?
Yeah.
So like that tracks because I know, I mean, this is probably a dead horse, but Earnhardt really good at some road courses in different cars. Remember, he damn has that Corvette run that he made in the yellow whatever Corvette that was, I
Oh
don't
yeah.
know, spectacular.
Yeah. I
I don't
forgot
know.
about that,
I'd
but
like
yeah.
I'd like to compare some series greats and try to line them up the best we can. Like somebody that was killer in road courses and then did fair in ovals, and then somebody that was killer in NASCAR and then went to a different series and drove road courses is what I'm aiming at. Not necessarily taking a cup car around road courses. But anyways,
This
oh yeah, what we
is
got next?
the
This Allgaier?
15 to go. No, this isn't Auger. I don't know who this is. It's them. Some no-name person. This is the restart with 15 to go. Suarez and I wanted to say Allmendinger. That's not
Allmendinger.
right.
Yep.
Is it right?
Yeah, it's Allmendinger. He was one of my off picks for the Cup race. Not my main two, but I remember mentioning them. But he
Yeah.
shows speed here in the Xfinity series.
I was also impressed with the 54 of Taylor Gray. That's not a name that I would have associated with being good at road courses, but he hung around there all day at the top.
Well, that last wreck really shook shit up for these guys.
Yeah, I thought Connor Zillich was done. He was able to drive that thing back to them, I think, 8th place.
Yeah, with a busted up ass race car.
And I think they said he was
Yeah, you was wanting
leaving.
to see Connor Zillich get back up there and race Suarez for the
I
win
was
with a
wanting to
doo-doo
see
car.
Connor Zillich win so I could get that diecast that's just
With a
beat to
screwed up
hell.
car.
Yeah. They should still sell the diecast. Put it out there, Junior. Let me get that thing. But not much happening on this restart. I think they pretty much decided that we're just going to take it easy. And then with 7 to go, the 2 car gets spun out with some help from the 5. So
Oh,
Jesse Lowe.
no, uh, we thought that somebody, damn, who was it? When we seen this, he had just passed somebody that he was really roughing them up and finally got by him. I can't remember who it was. Was it Sammy Smith in the 8?
Yeah, Sammy Smith is by him at this frame. Let's see who's in.
No, he should be about to pass him unless he's been sitting there for a second. Because I want to say the 2 got around the 8 after really roughing him up. Like they about killed each other multiple times, and then finally got by him, and they cut to this scene right here that we're looking at, and I was like, oh god, he finally sent his ass.
Yeah.
But no, he actually I think he kind of spun this thing around on his own.
Well, that brings out the caution and sets us up with another restart, which I'm sure Suarez was not happy to see because of how crazy restarts have been. With 4 to go. The crowd's hyped because they want Suarez to win so bad.
I did too, to be honest.
Yeah, me too. Once it got here, I was like, yeah, they're gonna let the hometown boy get this thing. And his car is not 100% either. You see the front dented in. They've been racing like
Oh
hell.
yeah, he had a big gap between the hood and the front bumper, but they taped it down. Yeah, that car was not 100% clean at all.
This might be the controversial part. Doesn't Suarez like get punted and have to skip the track?
No, somebody else does, don't they?
It's Suarez right here. Yeah, there it is. 54
Oh
kind of
yeah.
pushes him. They ruled that they made contact, so he was allowed to miss that part. And he slowed down, so he didn't advance his position. He didn't pull
Yeah,
away.
like they're side by side. That's I think I think that was sportsmanlike enough.
Yeah, that's fine with me. I think it's the right call. I mean, the rule
And
is that
you don't have a choice.
yeah, there's contact there enough to where you can say, okay, he was pushed off the track, and he didn't advance his position. He didn't, increase his lead. He slowed down. That's fine with me.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. You can. It may have been Gray's only strategy. Send him off the track. Maybe he lets me have this spot, and then I defend the rest of the race.
That doesn't work. Suarez with the win. The sick
Mi
ass helmet to go
amigo.
with it. His wife crying. I like that she's always really happy every time that he wins a race. Like, you can tell it probably means a lot to her too, which is awesome.
I remember telling you about this. I seen it in the Netflix thing. I haven't watched the whole season or whatever, but I did watch the first couple episodes of the newest Netflix NASCAR thing. And she's the one from the racing family. I can't remember her maiden name or if she even took his name or whatever. But her family is the racing family. Suarez did this was all him. He brought his own ass over to looking for racing opportunities. He didn't come from a whole lot or anything.
Yeah, I remember him talking on the broadcast about his dad selling his business so that he could go race cars.
Yeah, like he doesn't come from like no crazy beginning or anything like
Yeah,
that.
which to me makes it even more of a reason to like Daniel Suarez.
Yeah. I'm slowly but surely becoming a big Suarez fan. Best attitude, one of the best attitudes on the track. I think it's rubbing off on Chastain. Even I think Ross Chastain started to have like this really jolly go-getter attitude. I think that comes from being teammates with Suarez.
Probably SVG as well, right? Like from being teammates with both of them, because they're both kind of the same way.
I, I I haven't seen enough SVG like we had a bad day interviews. You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't seen him on camera enough this season.
SVG
I
is
don't
kind of
really
like
know what
Suarez
it.
for me. It's impossible to not like him. You're just happy to be there.
Yep. That's just the best. You can't beat it as far as attitudes from a driver. There's plenty of room for that. There's not much room for that uh entitled aggressive driver.
Yeah,
Carson Hocevar comes to mind.
the Ryan Blaney
Little
experience.
well, yeah. That's taking it maybe not this season, but uh that Ryan Blaney, I deserve to win more races. That Joey Logano, I should have won that race. That Denny Hamlin, I'm only losing because of my pit crew or whatever attitude. There's not a lot of room for that.
Yeah, crybaby ass. We don't want to hear that. You got the coolest job in the world. Be happy out there.
Yeah. And I was gonna say, like, don't get me wrong, I like Osavar, but he's like, on, he's teeter for me personally. He's teetering on that edge of young and upcoming superstar, super fast, aggressive, blah blah blah. He drives like Earnhardt, that kind of thing. It's cool. We're glad that there's an aggressive driver, but sometimes when they put that mic in his face, when he finished second at Nashville, like it's like he's not happy about where he finished at, and I don't know. It's not a good look for me. I still like Osavar. I want to see him win really badly, but he's teetering on that edge of uh, entitlement that I don't really love.
Yeah, we need more Suarez's in the world. Let's get more people like that. Him and
More amigos.
also somebody that's kind of the same attitude that's good, really good, is Christopher Bell. Even when his engine blew, he didn't seem like he was, you know, oh fuck this shit, I hate it. It was still pretty good attitude about it.
Yeah, and I fully respect not sitting in that fucking car that's blown up on pit road for more than fucking 5 minutes.
Yeah, get out of
You,
that thing.
I would have did the same thing. Y'all come get this. This ain't my job. This car is done. Y'all come get it.
We're gonna move on to the Cup Series, which
Well,
more awesome racing for
yeah,
for
for the
2/3 of it.
yeah.
I think this picture is sick, by the way. They got it pretty good. Them.
All the tire marks, a little bit of smoke, him on top of the car. Yeah, it's a good one.
This was the playoffs before.
Who did we knock out? Kyle Busch?
Ryan Priest got pushed out. I think he's. I've got the post race playoff picture after, so we'll be able to see. But I believe Ryan Priest got knocked down. And
Oh yeah, and I bet you. No, Hosvar was a lap down at the end. Don't know if he got any stage points.
Just
Huh.
just like I'm gonna remind you of something later. You remind me when we get to the playoff points to talk about something, the post race ones.
Okay.
But this was the playoff points before. 9 drivers locked in, only 7 open slots left.
Yep.
Here is the green flag of the Cup race. SVG on the pole, Ryan Preece on the outside.
And Chase Elliott looking good to point his way into the playoffs.
Yeah, Chase Elliott's kind of Mr. Consistency. That's NASCAR's most popular driver. I don't know. I've not met one Chase Elliott fan, but somehow he's the most popular driver.
I think they're just quiet.
Can we talk about
But
how good Ross Chastain's car looks? I love that Wendy's car. I like it.
he always got a pretty good looking car. So, I mean, you can't hate a Bush scheme,
It's a Wendy's scheme today. It's good.
is it?
Yeah. This track
Yeah,
was
I
sick,
think.
by the way. I love the track.
Yeah, as far as road courses go, I'm a fan. It's flat, which is kind of lit to me. I like some banking somewhere in a road course that makes it interesting to me.
Chastain having a
But
peak. See, I
I
know
mean,
we're
he's got the
teammates.
outside.
See, I know we're teammates, but got to go. This was a dangerous part of the track right here. Boy, they was piling them in here all day. See somebody else
I
already getting
don't
bumped off the track. That's
I don't
Hocevar.
think Chastain. I don't even if this like is just like this running order right now is sustained all the way to the end of the race. I don't think Chastain takes this win from SVG.
Nah, there was no way, dude. Once SVG got out front and knew he
No,
didn't
no,
have
no.
to pit again.
I'm saying even if Chastain's there all the way to the end, like has an opportunity to move him or pass him or whatever, I don't think he does.
Mm-mm. His teammate, I think he'd gone ahead and let him lock it into the playoffs.
Yeah. That's what I would if I was Chastain and in that specific situation, which obviously it didn't go that way, but uh, if it was me, I think I'd let him. I wouldn't. I'd try not to mess him up.
You can see here on Chase Elliott's drive camera that 1 lap into the race, we're going to bring out the caution. We'll be getting some raindrops and we're on slicks, so NASCAR wants to give them the opportunity to come put on wet weather tires, and
Oh, I forgot about this shit.
everybody did, but Austin Cindric, who isn't programmed for wet weather, and Chris Buescher. Which
Yeah.
I thought then, and I still think is crazy. What are we doing? It's raining on a road course. We're going to try to run slicks.
I mean, you gamble that it's just gonna sun's about to come right back out, and it's not a. It's one of them situations where if you want some magic to happen, you got to go the opposite direction of everybody else.
I
And
I understand Austin Cindric doing it 'cause he's not great on road courses, so he's probably like, well, let me gamble, get out to the front, and see if I can just hold on to my position. But
mhm.
Buscher's pretty good at road courses, so for him to just run slicks, I was like, oh, these people are crazy.
Well,
They're gonna
you
die.
know, he could feel like uh this is the game. You know, I'm one of the good road course drivers, but let me be the only good road course driver to make this gamble. That's fair to me. And then if it was probably Cindric's team, like Penske's idea first, and maybe Busher caught on to it and was like, I want to be the only one that's good at road course that makes this gamble.
Yeah, you'll see
I
him.
don't
Look
know.
how hard it's raining. You see him try to launch right here on the restart, and Chris Buescher just spins them. They don't go anywhere at all.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
He's the control car. Look at him spinning it. They're sideways as hell trying to get that thing to put power down.
I think SVG and who's in the other?
Chastain right
It's
there around
Christopher.
the outside.
Is that Chastain? Yeah.
Yeah, and then Ty
I think
Gibbs.
they I think they cut him a break on the restart.
Yeah, they
Gave him a
they had
little
to have
room to
knew that it
get
wasn't
it
going to
together.
launch because like Cindric's still out front and they're not. Look how slow they go into turn one. Everybody they know.
Ooh. If I was Cindric or Busher, I'd have been so damn scared.
Yeah, it sh-
I'd have been so scared,
it
man.
shows Cindric's what am I trying to say? Oh, in-car cam where you can see his steering wheel. He's damn whipping that wheel back and forth, and it'll show it in a second. You're like, damn, he's having to drive to keep this thing on the road.
Well, I mean, it made it something fun to watch. Whether or not it was smart to not go get rain tires,
Yeah, I
is a
like I like
good
my road
question. But
courses in the rain. Every time I've watched a road course and it was in the rain, it was damn a lot more entertaining than a normal road course. Yeah, look at Cindric's hands right here. Watch him when he goes around this corner. Look how hard he's having to fight this thing. He looked like my in-car camera when I was driving on controller on iRacing. Yeah,
yeah,
you having to chop them hands.
something that transfers into iRacing really good is when you when the ass end of your race car starts, like you're losing traction in the rears and your ass end is just not going where you want it to. You can almost shake the damn, like shake the loose out. I don't know how to describe it, but like instead of overcorrecting and sending the front of your car towards the wall or some shit, when the ass end gets out, you can like you can kind of like shake the wheel or like really aggressively back and forth, and then it'll straighten the car somehow. I'm not real sure of the physics behind that, but you see it in real life, and iRacing uh, does pretty good of like mocking that
Hmm.
like characteristic of a race car.
But I thought that was pretty interesting that they chose not to put on wets. Then you see
Yeah.
these people taking it three wide. They're all piled in here coming to the big long straightaways. So whatever the last corner was, what was it like 14 or something like that? I think.
Yeah, something like that. I think it was like 18, 17 or 8. I don't know.
So surely one of those people that are on slicks are going to be the first one to wreck, right? It was damn Kyle Busch.
My fucking pick for the race.
Yeah, he's going to take a couple with him. This was crazy to watch. I was like, damn, did he even slow down?
He tried to.
I thought that his interview after was pretty good too. He's like, oh, I just said I ain't gonna get it stopped in time. Turn it around backwards.
I don't see how he does anything different. I think in the moment, like you kind of,
Bam,
oh
bam.
my god, he's going so much faster than everybody else
Yeah, we're
with
coming,
zero control.
we're coming through there, Beyblading it. Took out Larson, got Chase Briscoe, Allmendinger, Justin Haley.
Yep.
He's collected bodies.
Damn, Bush.
Surely Kyle Larson's not going to be able to do anything significant for the rest of the day. His car's messed up.
Definitely not.
Look how fast he's going. Like you can see it right there. He's like, uh oh, this ain't gonna work. that's that's a damn iRacing wreck for you right there. It's just can't get out the way. Just somebody else. You're just driving doing nothing wrong, and then the whole day's ruined.
Yeah,
Kyle
poor
Larson's just in the
Larson.
perfect spot. Look how fucking hard his car skips, man. His front wheels are off the ground. I think it's his Allmendinger. Yeah, he's just la 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 la. Bam.
Ugh.
You can tell, like his face is like, did I just get struck by lightning? What just happened to me?
Yeah, I think his eyes got real big. Oh man, that's awful. Butch was not ashamed either. He's like, I lost it. Just turned it around.
Yeah. Sorry for everybody else who got involved in it. It's going to lead us to the restart on lap 9? Yeah, lap 9. Kyle
See
Busch
Larson
and
back there in the
the,
garage.
the two Kyles back there trying to get it back together.
Yeah, they can't work on it in the pits for how small the pit lane is that they don't even risk working on the car at all in the
It's
pits.
super tight.
Oh, that was one thing I forgot to mention during the Xfinity race. I remember seeing them come into pit rows like it looked like you just didn't want to go to the pits if you didn't have to. It looked absolutely chaotic. Looked like a populated streets of downtown New York, or some shit.
And having to pit backwards. We're changing the left sides first.
Yeah, they said that that was awkward and clunky for the crews to do.
Hey, look how crazy these first couple of corners are. Every restart, they're just piled in there.
Ty Gibbs out there fighting for traction. He's still spinning right there, keeping the car straight. You can see him throwing up mist from spinning the tires. He's keeping it straight now. SVG, I think, was just in traction down that straightaway while Ty Gibbs was not.
Yeah, there's a lot of rain on the track too. Like it's not. It's still raining out there. But
Yeah,
I do like that we're not we're not postponing road course races for rain. You're gonna get out there and run in that shit. I like it.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Please don't delay a road course just for rain.
We got
Don't.
wet weather tires. We got windshield wipers. We got tail lights on the cars now. Get out there and run that
Yep.
thing.
Either cancel it or run it. Don't delay it. I ain't trying to sit around for 3 hours waiting on a road course race to start.
And then of course the leaders will flip the stage and give the win to Ryan Preece for stage 1.
Hmm.
Who anytime Ryan Preece is on all four wheels, he's been doing pretty good this season.
Yeah.
He's got to kind
Yeah.
of
Props to him for
maybe
not taking flight.
Brad Keselowski just gave all his luck to Ryan Preece.
What? What? Look.
Well, from other seasons, that's why he's doing so shitty this season. I don't think you could.
Save.
I think you could just pick somebody off the streets that knows how to drive a stick shift and put them in there. They could probably have the same amount of points as Brad Keselowski.
Yeah, it's not looking good for my boy.
Mm-mm. Then, luckily for me, this is the last time I had to hear Ryan Blaney's name get mentioned today. And there's nobody else inside the top 20 that I dislike. So it's pretty good. Hey, I like road courses if I don't have to hear Ryan Blaney or Joey Logano's name.
Yeah, Joey Logano, I think, was slow as shit.
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks in a row.
Yep. And this is the stage 2 restart. You can see more people put slicks back on. The only people that stayed on wets was McDowell, Hocevar, Suarez, and Ricky Stenhouse. Everybody else went back to slicks because the track was drying up.
Yeah, I don't think Michael McDowell's had really but like one strong run this season, and he goofed it up. Uh,
He did good at this weekend.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Showed out. He's one of the only drivers that's raced on this track before.
Oh yeah, I do remember you telling me that.
In a sports car luxury something. I can't remember. Some kind of sports car race.
We get a Spire Motorsports 1-2 with Hocevar and Michael McDowell on the front row. Spire's bringing speed to the track, man. It's only a matter of time. So they're going to win. They're going to win
Yeah.
a race this season.
Yep. We go back to Atlanta, where I think Spire was strong at Atlanta.
Yeah. Look
Uh,
at they're piling them up. Damn, Noah Gregson, he got beat up a bunch this race.
yeah.
I don't think he's a big road course fan. But
No.
the crowd was going crazy because Daniel Suarez back out front again. It didn't last very long, but they were going crazy
He
while it
was up
lasted.
there.
Yeah.
Led some laps. Can't be slow to do that. Yeah, I was hyped at this moment. I was like, fuck yeah. Migos up there.
Yeah, let's get a clean sweep of the
See,
weekend. I wouldn't
yep.
have been mad about that at all.
Nope. But
And our executive
he ain't.
producer Ryan, he was happy to see damn Ty Gibbs running strong. That's his boy. He don't know shit about racing. He just likes the monster car. And we ain't rooting for nobody named damn Riley, so it's your only other option.
SVG's there. Might have had to give it up to the supercar champion.
Hmm He's a freak. Then SVG will go on to win stage 2. And this,
Takes it.
yeah,
Doesn't flip.
yeah, it was a question of if the rain was coming, so they were going to they wanted to stay out and see if they could put wet weathers on. And they didn't end up doing that. But this was important because only one other driver has won a stage in a road course and went on to win a road course. Because like I said earlier, normally the strategy is if you want points, you stay out. If you want the win, you flip it. The only other person that's ever won a stage and went on to win a road course was that number 5 car, Kyle Larson.
Imagine that.
So I thought that was cool that, like right here, I was like, oh, did we just mess up our strat? Because if it doesn't rain, you're going to have to damn pit with everybody else and cycle to the back.
Yep.
Uh, Go to our stage 3 restart. Who's on the front row of this? Oh, it's SVG and Bell.
Yep. Somebody else is strong
Yeah, Alex
in the
Bowman up there,
Xfinity
Michael
race.
McDowell.
Yeah, all your road course heavy hitters are up there. Other than like, Larson and Bush because their cars tore up.
Yeah, so SVG hasn't pitted yet. He stayed out. He didn't pit at the end of the stage either. Still waiting on the rain.
Yeah, so I'm guessing, you know, tire wear wasn't a huge issue for him. Whether it's the heel toe, whether it's just been that the track was wet,
They,
or whatever it was.
they piling them up, buddy. They big wrecking back here.
Yeah.
I like that we're not throwing cautions for damn wrecks either. You
Single.
can get it straightened back out, and it's not around the corner. We gonna damn keep it green.
Yeah. Yeah, this could have very easily went from a what three caution race to like a 10 caution race if they'd have
Mm-hmm.
thrown it every time a car spun around.
And that was just the 11 car by himself. Damn, Ryan Truex got the shit beat out of him this race.
He got bullied around, man.
Yeah, I wish I'd see him do Denny like that, but I'm sure Denny was like, well, just put that car in the fucking dumpster. We'll move on to next week. But Christopher Bell was able to hold off SVG for a couple of laps, even though SVG is all over his bumper. Ross Chastain spins out. You get it
Yeah,
turned
big
back
sad
around.
from the top 10.
Yeah, I don't remember if it ever showed what happened to him. I think it's just so much beating and banging going around the track right there. He just got turned. And we got a Carson Hocevar spin to bring out a caution with Ty Gibbs in the lead. This was alright, so SVG is already pitted. The only thing that can mess Ty Gibbs up right here is a caution. Like Ty Gibbs is going to cycle back around and be right there with SVG.
Wait, so this caution screwed Ty Gibbs?
Yeah,
Or
yeah. And because now he's going to have to pit under caution and cycle to the back. Or if he'd have pitted under green, he'd have probably came out either in front of SVG or
oh,
right
that's
behind
right.
him. Because SVG's
That's
already
right.
pit.
Under green, he pitted under green,
Yeah.
and pretty much everybody in front of him still got a pit.
Mm-hmm.
I got it. I remember now.
And this is a little suspicious to me. I mean, I know that car is hard to start, but it seems to start just fine as soon as the caution comes out.
Who knows? Maybe Hocevar was milking it best he could, but I mean, the flames was blowing out in the car like he was trying to start it. I can't. I can't speak on it either way. I've seen him struggle after they stalled his car. I've seen him struggle to start it in a bunch of different races. But
Yeah, and I mean, it doesn't make sense for him to stall it any longer because it doesn't help him. You're involved in the accident. You can't get the lucky dog. I don't know. It was just weird that it sat there for that long, and then as soon as the caution comes out, he's like, "Oh, this ain't gonna start." There's no really no conspiracy theory to make of why he would sit there. So I don't know. Maybe it didn't want to fire.
I'm assuming that's the case.
But kind of screws Ty Gibbs. He's gonna have to go back there with the shitheads and race. We're gonna bring it to the restart. It's showing SVG here because he came over the radio and said that he didn't think they got the tires all the way tight, that it felt weird. But so they were showing like to see if they could find where it would have been, but they had plenty of time because they were waiting on gas. This crew chief says, "Hey man, I know you don't think we got the tires tight, but we think we did. So just send that thing 160 into the first corner and we'll see what happens. Maybe they're tight, maybe they ain't. We'll find out when you get out of turn 2."
Yeah, send it. We got more road courses.
Yeah,
And you're in the lead for this one. Send it.
let's just see what happens. Restarts here were awesome, man. I like it. I think this is the one where the 11's like, "I'm spinning out," and William Byron's like, "No, you're good." Turns him back around.
I got you, bro. We like you. We don't like Denny Hamlin.
Yeah.
I'll help you out.
Yeah, this is doesn't show a good angle, I don't think. It's until after the race, but the 11's sideways back here. Then William Byron's like, "No, no, 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 you're fine, you're fine. Keep going." Turns him back around. We straighten it out and we keep driving. Cole Custer up there in the front. I didn't know Cole Custer was good at road courses, but we were holding it down in the top 5 for a little bit.
I don't know shit about him, being honest.
This is his first season. He's an Xfinity driver last year and did really good in Xfinity. Pretty sure he was in the Final Four battling with Allgaier for the championship.
Actually, I think he's from Georgia. Oh, you know where I remember seeing that?
Maybe. I have no idea.
Anyway,
Chase Elliott making his way through. He's a road course guru too. Chase Elliott's good at road courses.
yep. I think he ended up getting a podium, an actual podium.
Yeah, it was weird to see that in NASCAR, but I don't hate it.
Huh. Yeah, do more of that.
All the damn traditionalists. This ain't no damn Formula One. What are we doing podiums for? I hate it.
Wow, that's terrible. It's good. It's good. It
Yeah,
really enforces that word, podium,
we're
when
part
you
of.
have an actual podium.
It's just part of the damn boomer class of NASCAR drivers who, and this sport died with Dale. Those people.
Well, I don't know. Whatever.
I'm trying to figure out why I have this in here. There's a reason. Never mind. I do know what it is. This is gonna be the damn. You see this wreck right here with Josh Berry and Austin Dillon, but also Riley Herbst about catches a felony of vehicular manslaughter here in a second. Joey Logano got him a little payback on Austin Dillon from Richmond last year. He said, "Go on, take that spin, buddy."
Woo! Austin Dillon almost spun it all the way around, got back going, but I
Yeah,
guess it ran out of juice right there.
yeah. Of course, it's a roadblock in front of our boy Josh Berry, who ain't having a great day already.
Yeah, poor Barry.
But
We'll let host tomorrow.
yeah, Riley Herbst was a crazy person.
Oh yeah, do you have that on here?
I'm pretty sure this is it. It's going to be here in a second with him spinning out and then being like, well, I could wait till all these cars pass, or I could just try to turn it sideways into traffic and get back going the right way. But Alex Bowman up here in second place.
Mm-hmm.
I was real happy right here. I was like, ooh, are my predictions going to finish 1-2? Look, look down here in the bottom. What does this say? Brad Keselowski, penalty. Had to go to the Joker lane for cutting the course. Damn, Brad.
I
Yep.
missed that.
Here it is. Riley Herbst gets turned around. He could
I'm
wait for everybody to
clear. I'm
come by.
clear. I'm clear. I'm good. I'm going.
Yee! I'm sure Ricky Stenhouse was
Woo!
not having a good
Good
time right
God.
there.
He's not having a good time anyway. Because look who's right there behind him.
Yeah.
About kills him right there after he about.
Oh,
Ah!
that's my boy William Byron them spinning Riley Herbst out, and then
Oh
God,
God!
he's
That don't
crazy.
even look real.
He's crazy. He is a crazy person. Then we go to them 16 to go. Kyle Larson back on the track. Comes out there with a beat up ass car. Sets the fastest lap to get a point. It gets him a playoff point in a race where he's 30 some laps down. Beat up ass car. Comes out there and asks his crew chief, what's the fastest lap? Next lap, sets the fastest lap.
Yeah, I think he would have been a big contender for SVG if Kyle Busch hadn't knocked him out.
What an absolute freak, man. Like, just the mindset that you have to be in to do that, because I think most people would be like, oh, our day's over. There's absolutely no reason for me to go back out there. But I think Kyle Larson losing the regular season championship by 1 point is just killing him. So he's like, if I can go out there and get a fucking point, that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
And
I
also,
mean, and what a huge flex.
yeah,
Like, yeah, I'm out, but look what I can do.
right. Just let them know, hey, I could have beat your ass if Kyle Busch wouldn't have killed me.
uh, I want to say, like, what's the main factor in success at a road course, right? Is fucking lap time. So imagine your full-time job is, being a Cup Series driver. Come to a road course, and the most important factor of your success throughout the day is your lap time. So Larson's probably looked over everything a million times since the race started and since practice started. Blah blah blah. He knows he knows exactly what kind of lap time he's capable of setting. This ain't no well, I could push it a little bit harder here. No, he knows exactly what that car is capable of running at this track. And that's what he did. He went out there and run what he knew he could get, and I guess he parked it after this.
No, he kept racing. I think. I'm pretty sure he stayed out there. But it's became a talking point after the race, and I was kind of like, why are these people bitching and crying about this? Those was the name Steve Letarte was like, I don't like that he can do that. It's taking away points from somebody else. I think you should have to be on the lead lap to get the point for the fastest lap. Why? Why do you think that?
Uh, yeah, give me some fucking.
Why does it matter who has the fastest lap? They have the fastest lap.
I
And also, would that take it away? Say if somebody sets the fastest lap and then gets wrecked later on in the race, do you take that away from him and say, oh, okay, well, he's not on the lead lap. We got to give it to somebody else?
oh fuck no.
That was kind of an L take for me.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I don't agree with that at all. If you're the fastest car, you should get the damn point for having the fastest lap. That's the whole point of having
This
it in there.
goes this goes straight back to the same way I feel about going late in the start zone. Uh, what was another thing? Um, the damn what are they called? The competition zones. What are they called for cautions? You know what
Oh,
I'm talking about?
stages, competition cautions.
No, well, yeah, the competition caution is one thing, but also the thing where the caution comes out, but it's not the last lap, so they go back to
Oh,
whatever it's called,
yeah, the scoring pylon, the scoring
scoring loop.
loops. Yeah,
Yeah,
loops.
yeah, yeah. So all of those things, I'm of the ideas that NASCAR sets a rule and there's no fine print to it where it's debatable. If that rule is set and there's no fine print, there's no gray area, you are allowed to do this, you can do that, and it happens on the track and we have to enforce that rule. That's how it fucking should be. I mean, and that's all there is to it.
Yeah, I mean it's the only thing I don't agree with that NASCAR does right now is the scoring loop. I think it's stupid as fuck. I mean, it's helped me some this season with my drivers, and it's fucked me some this season with my favorite drivers. But I just
Yeah.
I just think that it's 2025. We got cameras everywhere. We have sensors in every car that tells you where they are on the track at all times. There's no reason that we need to go back to a scoring loop when a caution comes out. When we know exactly where the car was on the track when the caution comes out.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, and I ain't saying I like the scoring loop, but if that's your rule
Yeah, you should stick
and
to the rule.
you stick to it, and
Right.
if your rule is no matter what, who sets the fastest lap gets one bonus point, I don't give a fuck if they only ran one lap the whole race.
Yeah, if it's
They
the
get a, they
fastest,
gonna
give
get
them the
that
point.
point.
Yep.
Yeah, whatever.
And it's not just because I like Kyle Larson. I mean, that's not my driver. It's not who I root for every week. But I do like Kyle Larson. If it was damn Ryan Blaney or Joey Logano, we'd be saying the same shit. If it's the fastest
Yeah, I
car on the
wouldn't be
track,
happy about it,
no.
but
If it's
he
the
got his point.
yeah, he earned it. It's not like it was just some bullshit rule. No, we went out there and we earned it. The fastest
Yeah,
lap.
if everybody's saving tire and fuel and you don't have you're not capable of doing anything but getting the fastest lap because you're 2 laps down or had a tire go flat early or whatever, and all you're capable of earning is that one bonus point, get that bitch.
Yeah, I wasn't mad about it at all.
No.
Then look who just happens to find each other, Wes. The damn 77, a lap down into the back of the 47. About kills him.
to be, to be fair, to be fair, this was not like on purpose. This was for sure a mistake,
Right.
but it's the second fucking time.
And also, why are you even racing me that hard? Why are you on my ass? It's your lap down, bro. Like, you're not even racing for anything.
Ooh, it's hard to cover for Hocevar here.
Yeah,
I like him more than I like Stenhouse, of
absolutely.
course. I feel like majority of people are probably like that. But, woo, he's pushing buttons here, bro. If
Yeah.
I was Stenhouse, absolute, I don't know if I'd have handled it as good as he did.
Yeah, I think that before, we were able to say, and I think from what I've seen on TikTok and social media, that the majority of the people agreed with our take of, Ricky Stenhouse kind of spun himself. It wasn't Carson Hocevar spinning him. Ricky Stenhouse kind of spun, drove down into Hocevar's line. Like, sure,
Yeah.
could Hocevar have cut him a break? Yeah, but why should he be obligated to cut you a fucking break? But with this one, it was like, ooh, we're a lap down, buddy. We don't have to be this close to him. We're not racing him for anything.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I wonder I wonder if Hocevar's thinking, oh shit, Larson set the fastest lap. Maybe I'm capable of setting the fastest lap from a lap down,
Yeah, it'd be
and
interesting to
this was
hear
the product.
what happened because out of all the fucking cars that you could have overdrove a corner and ran into the back of, it had to be the one that you got beef with, the damn 47.
Hey,
But it'll be interesting to see.
whatever.
Like I said, I don't think anything's going to happen on the track. It's just not that era. I don't. But I mean, he might beat your ass outside the car. That is possible. But I don't think he's going to do anything to Carson Hocevar on track.
I don't know, buddy. Pocono is a track where you can absolutely get some payback if you were going for it, and with low risk, I think, because they're really high speed straightaways and really low speed corners. So like really easy to get to somebody if you wanted to. So we'll see what happens in Pocono. NASCAR and social media is hyping up this beef so hard. So like if I'm Ricky and I'm seeing all this hype around this shit that I'm talking because I'm mad, and just like he did with Kyle Busch, I guess I got to follow through even if I don't really want to. Now I got to because everybody's hyping it up.
Yeah. Now don't get me wrong. I 100% think Ricky Stenhouse will punch Carson Hocevar in the damn mouth, but I don't think he'll wreck him on the track. I don't see it. I don't see it happening.
I don't know. We'll see, buddy.
So that sets it up.
But before we go on, in 1v1 boxing, who you taking?
Ooh, Hocevar got that
One
long
minute,
reach.
1 minute round. If they won't ever get a 1 minute round. But let's say they do.
Uh, Ricky Stenhouse. If he could get to the inside of that reach, I think he'd be able to put in some work.
Does he got the natural born skill to get in close?
I think you don't have a choice. We're gonna have to try to get him in a corner. See if we can work our way in.
Oh,
Also,
okay. You speaking like an actual boxing
also,
ring.
Hocevar strikes me as the type of person that's never been in a fight in his life. So,
He actually strikes me as a person that probably needed an ass whooping at some point of his life and never got it.
Yeah, he's got a very punchable face. You know, you see it and you're like,
A
"Dang."
little bit of a punchable attitude too.
Yeah. What was you gonna
Like
tell
let's
me
think.
about Carson Hostevar too after you get done with this thought? I gotta remind you or else I'll forget here. It's a good spot for it.
Okay, okay. So first, let me start with a question. I think you're gonna like this if you don't already know. On iRacing, other than Talladega, Daytona, Atlanta, what's your favorite track?
Then Kansas or Chicagoland?
Guess who? Guess what track just got leaked that is coming back to NASCAR next year?
We going back to Chicagoland?
Yeah, that's what Hocevar said on his fucking Twitch stream.
Shit show. I'd
He
be.
said, "I can't wait to go back to Chicagoland next year."
Ooh, that's good. I like that.
That's what was said, and you can go after this. We can go on Discord, and Dennis Kane put the clip in the Mars in the league Discord.
Yeah, I like that. Let's go back to Chicagoland. I don't understand why they took it off. It was like every time they went there, it was good racing. It's a good track.
I don't know, probably licensing, funding,
Yeah.
money, this, money, that, you know.
And it has Ninja Turtles on the wall in iRacing. You know, what's not to like about it? That's cool.
I would have made the same argument about. I don't remember any other races, but I would have thought California was good. I guess it's just not feasible anymore, maybe, to go all the way over there. And there are other tracks over there that we go to, though.
Uh, I mean, Phoenix is that way. Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of West Coast tracks. Iowa's somewhere out there in it. I don't damn know.
I don't know. Maybe the damn auto club facility sucked ass or something.
Yeah,
Got
I think they
demolished.
tore that track all the way down. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
But anyways, Chicagoland back to the Cup.
let's go. We'll take that.
Yep.
Get rid of one of these damn road courses and put
I don't think it's confirmed by NASCAR or anybody
Well,
yet. Like that's
it makes sense because this is the last year of the street course, and they're not expected to re-sign their agreement. So keep a race in the Chicago area.
there was also remember back like 2 months ago or a month ago. Do you remember there being a big talk about a track was getting the Atlanta treatment?
Yeah, we're gonna repave
Chicagoland?
Chicagoland.
Question mark.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what kind of racing that would yield. But I'm here for it. Let's do it.
I think there is space for another mile and a half plate race. Because as much as I don't like it on the game, it made for a really good race for TV. So I
Absolutely.
don't know.
And that's gonna turn it over to an SVG win. Christopher Bell in second and Chase Elliott in third.
Yep, your podium finishers.
Also, William Byron in ninth is going to continue that dominant season that he's having of just absolutely milking it on points and top tens, stage wins.
Yep.
And also,
Oh shit.
don't kill nobody, buddy. Keep it on the road.
Trying for anybody who's wondering what the hell's going on. I'm in the big truck driving as we do the podcast. I don't know if we've said that in a podcast
Uh-uh.
before,
I,
but
I didn't know if it was illegal or not, so I wasn't even going to say nothing about it.
well, I am trying to be a podcaster and a truck driver at the same
Yeah,
time.
we working from work. We're doing double duty.
Yeah. See the track house people hyped as hell.
Yeah, I was excited. I'm glad that Trackhouse won. I like seeing Trackhouse win, man, because anytime they win, everybody from their team makes sure to stop on the way by them and congratulate them and go see them in victory lane. It's like the most close-knit organization in NASCAR, I think, as far as being happy for each other when you win.
Yeah, because they're kind of like I mean, they're not the big three. They're not, it's like, I feel like Trackhouse acts like you want to see Spire act.
Yeah, for sure. Spire
Like, we're
drivers hate each
not,
other though.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like they're the same boat, different captain.
For sure. They're good too. Like I don't know. I feel like they've got the best chance to lock all of their drivers in the playoffs every season. Like I know Penske's already done it this year, but I feel like that on a normal basis that Trackhouse is the next group that you can almost guarantee is going to lock their drivers in every year. And they're
Yeah, all
small,
three.
small team, not funded by anybody, not getting money from anywhere else.
Yeah, because, like, if you didn't lock Cindric in at what, Talladega?
Yeah,
Where where else
nowhere.
are you locking them in at? So so Penske looked out with that, my opinion. Cindric's not bad.
Yeah, he
I
just
think he's a middle of the road driver. He's also a robot though.
yeah, I was gonna say he's Chat GPT. It's not a real person. SVG
Uh,
absolutely
you know,
burnt it down though. I like the Selly.
sick burnout. Yeah, who's happy about this? As always, makes you like a driver more. We see him excited about a win, about a good finish or whatever. It's in his interview, this was what was interesting to me. Uh, how he kind of talked about Ty Gibbs being like the only one that really had it together, or whatever he said about Ty Gibbs. I could some shit that transfers to iRacing is like when you when you absolutely smoke a field, when you damn have a track figured out way better than everybody else behind you. The way the way that you talk about it in the post race to like a broadcaster is so like you want to be humble, but you also you want to say that somebody else was also fast or this other guy was really fast. You want to say that just to not sound like a douche,
Yeah.
and I think that's what he did. Same shit.
He also is, like I said, the second driver to win a stage and get the win on a road course, and he tied Kyle Larson for that, and then he broke Kyle Larson's record for the largest margin of victory on in a Cup Series ever, like on any track, which was I think he was down 17 seconds out front. At one point, his crew told him to slow down. And he said, "I can't. You're gonna mess me up. Don't stop talking to me."
Yeah.
Like, I gotta,
Stop telling me to slow down. You're
yeah,
gonna mess me up.
yeah. So I mean that's cool. So now the largest margin of victory in Cup Series history, SVG, and we get the
At a
damn
road course.
ever on any track.
Really?
Yeah, it was 7 seconds by Kyle Larson at Bristol last season. Now it's SVG, 17 seconds.
Oh no, not ever. There's been larger gaps than that. I'm sure second place has been a lap down at the line before
I,
at
I
a damn in
that's
a
what
cup
they
race.
that's what they said in Cup history. I don't know. Maybe it was in the Gen 7,
Yeah, in the next gen era probably.
but
But you gotta think there was some big advantages
we got a
throughout NASCAR history.
we got a good punt from SVG too. We made it over the fence.
Over the fence.
This guy's pumped to have the damn whatever that's called, the rugby
It's
ball,
rugby. Yeah.
the pregnant football. He's extra excited to have it. And SVG goes from having travel problems from being sick to winning the race. You see Ricky here
Yeah.
getting ready to come talk to damn Carson. He wasn't happy with him.
I don't blame him, man. I I feel bad for Ricky a little bit. Like I don't know, maybe after the Kyle Busch shit, was that last year at the All Star race?
Yeah.
After that, like you probably get a lot of bad rap from different people who didn't like what he did to Kyle Busch after sitting there cooling down.
He told him when he gets to the States he's going to beat his ass. And it's funny because he's got such a fun, bubbly sponsor. You know, Fun Pops, it's for the kids. When we get back to the States, I'll beat your ass. We'll see if he's about that life, though. I'm with it. Let's go beat
Yeah,
his ass.
coming
Shit.
coming through the window with the rainbow suit.
Yeah.
Ah,
And we get our podium. I like it, man. I mean, it's different.
I like this so much because the first place winner of a NASCAR race on any other oval track, whatever, on any normal day, first place is so glorified, that there's no glory, there's no renown in second and third. There's not really a podium finish. There's just the winner and a bunch of. I like having two more winners. I know that might sound kind of damn Mister Inclusion, Mister Nobody Loses, whatever. But I think second and third is should be there should be a little more focus on that in regular races.
Yeah.
Maybe not this much, but something.
It's not easy to finish in the top 5 in a NASCAR race. So, I mean, celebrate
Yeah,
it. I'm not mad at it.
yeah, I'm with it. And like in a lot of oval track races, second place was leading until the last lap,
Yeah.
and that's hard to do all on its own. So I'm with more podiums like this in NASCAR.
That we talk about the points because I've got something to say about the points. I remember I wanted to talk about this, and I was like, well, make sure you put this slide in, and then I didn't. So, slide it in there. Here we go. We're good to go. So, this is what the points look like after Mexico City.
Okay.
10 people locked in, only 6 spots open, right? With
Yeah.
with the schedule that we have coming up and the races, I don't think it's crazy for me to say it's very possible that we have 14 winners this season and everybody else is fighting for the last 2 spots into the playoffs. There are some absolute wild card races coming up. Like, let me switch back over here and I'll go back to that slide. We got Pocono, Atlanta, which is a wild card race, Chicago Street Course, Sonoma, Dover, Indianapolis, Iowa, Watkins Glen, Richmond, Daytona. That's all that's left of the regular season. So between Atlanta, Chicago Street Course, Sonoma, Watkins Glen, and Daytona, like, I think that's all tracks that could be won by people that aren't in the playoffs yet.
Yeah. Uh, I don't see I don't see somebody outside of the playoffs or somebody. I don't see a first time winner at Pocono.
No,
And then it's Atlanta after Pocono.
yeah.
I'm seeing. I haven't. I mean, prediction as of right now for Atlanta. I'm going Kyle Busch and Carson Hocevar.
See, I think that it's going to be one of those wild card races. I think that you could see a damn Bubba Wallace win at Atlanta. I think you could see a Chris
Yeah.
Buescher win, a Ryan Preece, a Michael McDowell. I think Kyle Busch. I think all of those people that are in the top 20. I don't
I
I don't
I
see
think
somebody
for
that's
sure you
already
see a
won a
wild
race
card.
win at Atlanta.
No. Well, remember Seabell and Byron was super good at
Yeah, I
Atlanta.
mean it's extremely possible, but I'm just saying like I I
Somebody's gonna want it more and get it.
I think
I think at Atlanta.
I think that this season the way it's been going with the schedule that we have left, it's not going to be crazy to see 13 or 14 different winners locked into the playoffs and people be fighting for two or three spots on the points.
And th- and then Watkins Glen. I don't think SVG takes Watkins Glen. I bet you it's them, like you said, an Alex Bowman, Chris Busher, Chase Elliott. I think it's gonna be one of them guys. Ty Gibbs.
Yeah, I think that Daytona, Watkins Glen, Chicago, and Atlanta are your best chances of getting another like people that haven't won yet in, and it's gonna
Yep.
ruin somebody's season. Like one of these, somebody's got to go. We're gonna be fighting for, 2, 3 spots max on points. So if you're Chase Elliott, you better hope that you stay on the streak that you're on, or that you win one of those races because I,
Or you pray that Kyle Larson just gets hot, or Byron gets hot,
yeah,
or
because I mean, look at it.
Denny gets hot, or
It's
something.
it's not crazy for me to think that Michael McDowell shows up and wins Atlanta
Or Watkins Glen.
or Watkins Glen, and
Or
then and then
so,
AJ Allmendinger and Kyle Busch, who are 19 and 20 in points. It's not crazy to say that one of them win Atlanta and at a road course. It's extremely possible AJ Allmendinger wins his way into the playoffs on a road course
yeah,
that's
the
coming
street
up.
course,
Yeah.
or Alex Bowman locks it in.
So if you're these people, we better be damn bringing our A game to the points race because I'm telling you, it's going to be 3 spots max that we're fighting for on points at the end of the that are going to get in on points at the end of the season.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, we get some wild cards in the next before the playoffs start.
I mean, we seen Harrison Burton cut somebody out of the playoffs on the last race of the season last year. Anything can happen when we get to Daytona. So let's not count
Yep.
on we got 146 points above the cut line. We're for sure going to make it because no, it's not guaranteed. We better be winning a race.
Yeah, that's got to be the goal. I mean, for Chase Elliott specifically, I mean you got a 23-point cushion to the next guy,
Yeah.
to Tyler Reddick. Whew.
But it would be
I,
crazy if Tyler Reddick doesn't win a race this season. Like, there's people in this top 20 that have been fucking fast all year, but just haven't been able to put it together. Like Ryan Preece, it'll be wild if he doesn't win a race this season. He's been good all season long. The same with Tyler Reddick.
I
And
could see
I
I could see
haven't.
Ryan Priest not winning a race. I could see that. I could see Bubba Wallace not winning a race.
Yeah,
I could see Alex Bowman not winning a race.
but I have not seen race winning speed out of Chase Elliott this year. At no point was there a race where I was like, oh, Chase Elliott has a really good shot to win this thing. He's kind of just been consistent, hanging around the
He
top
has led
10, winning
some
points.
laps.
Yeah, but at no
He
point
led
when he
some
was
laps
leading
at
those.
Kansas, I think.
Yeah, but I didn't think, oh, he's for sure, this is a Chase Elliott win. I just
Yeah.
haven't seen that out of Chase Elliott.
Well, yeah, I haven't seen it out of any of those guys other than, say, Tyler Reddick.
And Ryan Preece, I mean, I just think that he's just been strong all season again. There was a couple of times where I was like, all right, well, maybe Ryan Preece could win this race. And I don't know. It's just Tyler Reddick, I think for sure gets a win somewhere. I think I don't know. It's just wild cards, man. I think it's going to be close, and if you're going to be fighting for 2 or 3 spots at the end of the season on points.
Remember them, what was it, Busher? Strong as hell. I think 72 at Michigan.
Yeah, I believe so. He's good.
Whew. Yep. Gonna be good to see. Like you said, I think we definitely get a couple out of left field from here to the playoffs.
Yeah, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 races to go. So if we ain't won a race and we're back there on points, Might want to just figure out what we can do to go out there and get us a win. Run an alternate strategy, try to go long on fuel, whatever you got to do. Go lock it
Wait,
in
there's 10 races left?
until the playoffs, yeah.
Yeah, so there could potentially be a winner knocked out of the playoffs?
I was talking to Ryan about this the other day. Is I have no idea how it works if more than 16 people win a race.
I think they stick to the winning you're in, and you just have 17 or 18 people go to the playoffs, and they'll just probably eliminate
It hasn't
5 or 6 or
happened.
whatever in the first round.
It's never happened in the points, so they've never had to worry about it. But I have no idea how that works. But I mean, there's some
Yeah, I assume they'd take everybody who won.
other than the ones that I highlighted. There's more tracks where you could say it wouldn't be crazy to see somebody else win it. Like they still got to go to Indy, they got to go to Richmond, Iowa, Dover. There's not easy tracks to get a win on. Alex Bowman was real strong at Dover last season.
They gotta go to Richmond before the playoffs.
Yeah, Richmond is in the middle of Watkins Glen and Daytona.
Yeah, what does Austin Dillon do at Richmond this year?
Yeah,
Is he gonna be fast again?
all
Does he
right.
just win clean sweep this year?
So
That'd be one spot.
you get two road courses, a short track, two mile tracks, and a super speedway.
Yeah, still plenty of opportunity for somebody to sneak into the playoffs that ain't even on that in that top 20.
Yep. So it's an exciting last 10 weeks of the regular season for sure. Also, it gives people that are doing really good plenty of opportunity to get messed up. Like for William Byron, who's the points leader, to continue and keep his regular season points championship, you got to continue to show up and show out at these tracks where it's not easy for you to do that.
Yep. Isn't that worth like $1 million or some shit?
I don't know what the payout is, but it lets you go into the playoffs with a 15-point lead. You get 15 playoff points for winning the regular season championship.
Hmm.
I brought our hot and cold back this week. Tried to fill in some time because
Okay.
I thought we would be short on road courses. I didn't know where to put everybody though, 'cause it's kind of weird. Like, where do I put William Byron? Points, regular season points leader, but we're not winning races. We're leading a lot of laps. Where do we go?
He's more hot than cold,
Yeah, that's what I
for
put him.
sure.
I put him
You're
like in the
fair where
middle.
you at.
And Ryan Blaney, like, yeah, we've locked ourselves into the playoffs. We've won a race, but are we really doing anything worth talking about every race?
Nope. I'd have put him ice cold. Well, maybe
Well,
not ice
I was gonna
cold because
say,
he is locked in.
I got damn Brad ice cold. I think that
Oh yeah,
Bubba,
yeah, yeah.
we're making it in points. We're in there, but I feel like we're closer to the middle of being cold. Like we're not doing anything amazing or worth talking about.
I think you have to switch Ryan Blaney and Bubba Wallace
We move Bubba. Oh,
because
move my
Bubba has
background.
performed
What do you think?
uh past.
We go here, and then we go here.
Yeah. Because Bubba's finishing better than Ryan Blaney in like the past fucking since Nashville. I'm pretty sure.
What about Kyle Larson? It's fair where we're at.
Larson, little more cold probably. He's about the same boat as Byron. Like he's got more heat. I would say in some of the past weeks, but also uh, damn Charlotte and this week is a real thing. So you can't, you know, he did finish better than Byron at Michigan. Finished worst at Bristol. I I don't know. You're pretty accurate right there with putting them in the same boat. I think.
We're putting Seabell all the way hot.
Uh, hotter than Byron and Larson.
Yeah.
So
You
where
saying
you got him
saying
fair.
we're pretty good right there?
Yeah. Yeah. I think Ryan Blaney is just having really shit ass luck
To,
on top of.
I'm gonna shit on Team Penske here, but to me, they're all just having a typical Team Penske season. Oh, we're gonna win one race, and we're not gonna fucking do shit the rest of the race, and we'll find a way to put two of our three in the damn final four because it's just we're playing the game. You know, it's you can't be mad about it. It's the way the rules are set up, and they're just really good
Yep.
at it. We're going to lock ourselves in early, dick around the rest of the season, and let's go win a championship.
Yeah, there's no good argument against Penske getting another fucking cup this year,
Mm-mm.
other than you just really don't want to see it.
Yeah, I want to see my ideal Final Four. Like, what if you were to ask me to make a Final Four prediction? I would say Christopher Bell, Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, and then either Byron or Larson. I think it's going to be a coin flip on which one of them eliminates the other one.
That's your prediction, but what would you like to see in the final four?
Christopher
A
Bell's.
realistic final four.
What would I like to see?
Yeah, being realistic though.
Oh, Christopher Bell, William Byron, Kyle Larson, Ross Chastain.
Mm, no Josh Berry?
No, I don't. If I'm being realistic, I don't think that he could put together the races to make the cut for the
Make the
Final
final
Four.
four. Yeah,
I mean, I'd love to see
I
him in
see
there,
that.
but I don't think that he can
I
put it together.
here's what I would like to see. Similar to you, I want Ross Chastain in my final four. I want I want Larson in my final four, and I want Byron in my final four, and I want Logano in my final four. Ask me
Oh,
why.
don't say that. What for, buddy? Why?
Because I want him to fuck up at Phoenix and get fucked up or something just to get there and then have it
Dude,
fucking
if I could
slip
have
away.
Ross Chastain and Joey Logano racing for a win, and Ross put him into the wall to win a championship, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'd like to hear him get into
Any
the stand. He's got a chicken shit move.
any combination of those other three. Who did I say? Byron, Larson, Chastain. Any one of those three drivers to actually race him like he races and beat him for the championship at Phoenix, I would lose my shit.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd
I
enjoy every fucking second.
I don't think that Kyle Larson is the move you out of the way to win a championship type driver. I just I've never seen him do it. I've never seen him move anybody before.
I don't know. I think he will rough you up.
Now
I don't
somebody
think he'll. I don't think he'll send you. I don't think he'll ship you.
somebody I
But
think will move you out of the way to will move Joey Logano out of the way to win, and I've already seen him do it. Is that damn Christopher Bell?
yeah, this is what he had to do at Wilkesboro.
Yeah, and I don't think anybody considers Christopher Bell like a quote dirty driver or anything like that. Like, but I think
No,
that
no, no.
you put him in a position where he has to move you for a win. I think he absolutely will and should.
Yeah, I absolutely should.
I don't want you to
I
completely clean nobody out, but if you got to run them up the track or pinch them to the bottom, I'm not mad at it.
no, and I'm definitely not mad at it if it happens to be the 22 on the receiving end of that.
Uh-uh. You can full send his ass like Austin Dillon did, and I won't be mad about it.
Mm-mm.
Now,
I'll know.
where
I'll
where
know
I
deep down that it wasn't, very sportsmanlike, but I don't
yeah.
give a shit.
Right now, I didn't want to see as much as I don't like Denny. Where when he right hooked Denny to win Richmond, I was like, all right, maybe we're getting a little crazy, but I still wasn't upset to see it.
No, no, I didn't. To me, Joe Logano, Denny Hamlin, like, bruh, like if you were going, like if you're a rookie-esque driver, first 2 or 3 seasons, haven't got a win yet, and somebody takes you out that's already got a bunch of wins or a championship or some shit like that, and they ship you for the win, then you can best bet you finna deal with some outrage. I don't want to see that.
Yeah, if Joey
But
Logano kills Christopher Bell for a championship, people will be pissed, and rightfully so.
yeah, oh shit, I'm just talking smaller scale. Like if uh say this wasn't the situation, but say at Las Vegas, uh Ryan Blaney or Joey Logano gets up to Josh Berry and sends him and wins on the last lap
Yeah, see
at Las
outrage for
Vegas.
sure.
Yeah, you'd have buku pissed off people.
But that's everything from wherever the hell he was at, Mexico City. I don't know how to say the name of the track.
Mexico.
It's just,
Autodromos Hermanos Rodriguez.
I think you're pretty good. That's pretty close. I think
Yeah, something like that.
that'll move us forward to Pocono this week. And this is the schedule for Pocono. The Craftsman race at 5 o'clock on Friday Eastern. So all this is your time.
Yep. We got
And
a full set this weekend.
yeah, early race too for Sunday. I was curious. Like, there's no lights at Pocono, right? So they can't be running very many laps for the trucks if we're starting at 5 o'clock.
Uh, I don't know. I don't know if there are lights.
Like, I know
It's
they don't
gotta
race a
be.
night race there, but it's weird that we're starting so late for the trucks, or
I
we're
don't know,
just not
bro.
running that many laps. Let me take a quick
Probably
look. And
not running that many.
yeah, I'd say it's
They
not
don't.
even 100, right? It's probably like 80 laps or something.
Maybe.
I'm about to look right now and see how many laps we're running.
Either way, the tricky triangle.
Yeah, 80. We're running 200 miles, 80 laps at Pocono for the
Okay.
trucks. And the Xfinity is 100, and the Cup is 160.
Woo! It'll be a long day for the cup race.
Yeah, probably quite a bit of cautions too, I would think.
That's 400 miles.
Mm, yes.
Woo! Yep, it's gonna be a long day. I'm interested to see how they approach it at the beginning. It's gonna be.
It's also the
I,
track where Carson Hocevar absolutely sent Kyle Busch's ass last year going into turn one.
like on the first lap.
No, it wasn't the first lap. It was off of a restart, but he did kill Kyle Busch last year.
Yeah, he's got a record, bro.
Hmm.
He's got a record, and I, I don't know. It's a little early, I think, in your career to have a record. But if Chastain's not doing it, who else is there to be that guy?
Yeah, like we talked about last week, I think there's really only 4 or 5 that will send your ass.
And the like the bad part is a lot of it is by accident. I don't love that.
Yeah, like this week, it was 100% him just overdriving a corner, and just it just sucks that it happened to be the 47 that he got into the back of.
Yeah.
Like, no matter who was there, Carson Hocevar was going to hit him.
It's like he's super fast. It's just like he hasn't learned that Cup Series caliber patience or something yet.
Yeah, it's a wild horse, you know. Some bitch is just fast. There just ain't no reining it in and getting it to go where you need it to.
I've heard Junior talk about it in his podcast a bunch of times. Like he'll develop over the years and end up being a championship competitor probably at some point, but not if Stenhouse literally kills him.
Yeah.
on the track.
This will be.
We could potentially be seeing a damn uh like a test the amount like see how safe these cars actually are with Carson Hocevar. Because if he keeps doing this shit, somebody will get him back, and it might be ugly.
So this will be a
That ain't.
good thought to end the podcast on. Kind of a question. I'll post it on TikTok and we'll see what we come up with for answers out of the comment section. Do you think with the schedule that's left, Carson Hocevar can lock himself into the playoffs this year?
I absolutely do. I think he's too fast to
And
not
and if
win a
so,
race.
what track is it going to be at? Because it's Pocono, Atlanta, Street Course, Sonoma, Dover, Indy, Iowa, Watkins Glen, Richmond, Daytona.
I'd say Iowa, Atlanta, mm, Dover,
So,
maybe.
if you would have asked me, I would say that his best chances are the super speedways or Dover, right? I think that those tracks would play to Carson Hocevar's favor, and or aggressive driving and being fast helps you. But could you imagine how crazy it would be for Carson Hocevar to come to Indy and win the Indianapolis, like in
The Brickyard.
the Brickyard 400, and get to kiss the bricks? That'd be wild.
Woo! That that would be the damn story of the year probably. I don't see it happening. I think your experience is gonna be favored at Indy, like by a long shot. Like I see a Kyle Larson, Byron, Bell, Denny, so a previous winner winning at Indy. Maybe a probably actually the more realistic bet would be a Penske car at Indy.
Yeah. But I'd like to see
But
Carson Hocevar get to kiss the bricks and everybody else sit in the damn stands or in the pits with their arms crossed and their smug face on.
yeah, yeah. That goes back to um, Dale Earnhardt was so mad that damn, who was it? Was it damn Gordon that won the inaugural
Yeah.
Brickyard, or was
I,
it? It
or wait,
was.
did Dale Jarrett not win the inaugural? The very first
Dale
one?
Jarrett started the Kiss the Bricks.
Yeah, so he won the first one there. The first Cup Series
Did he?
race there. I'm pretty sure, dude. I think so.
No, or did he start the? No, the milk was old
Yeah,
already,
the milk
right?
is from Indy. Yeah, it's old, super old.
Okay, but Jarrett, I'm pretty sure they lined up and started the Kiss the Bricks, but I don't know if it was the inaugural first race.
Okay, so it says no, it does say that Jeff Gordon won the first one
Yeah,
in
because it was.
1994. Does that sound right?
Yeah, that sounds right. Because I think DJ won it uh in like '01. Probably that year that he won the championship. I think DJ won. But either way, it would be fucking sick to see him do that. I just don't think he's got the chops for an Indy win.
But we're both in agreement that we think Carson Hocevar will 100% win a race this year and lock himself into the playoffs.
I think he's just too hungry to not win at Atlanta or uh, Dover, Richmond. Like you got to want those wins really bad, and the skill, the experience, maybe not as huge of a factor. So that's where I'm at.
So I think that it's going to be like you said. I think it's going to be Atlanta or Daytona when he does it. I think that's going to be his best bet. And I do think that just like last year, Daytona is going to be an outlier race where somebody that hasn't locked themselves in is going to lock themselves in at the last race because everyone is so hungry going into that thing that they make aggressive ass moves and end up with a big wreck wrecking the field. You know, everybody that hasn't won a race yet is pushing like hell to get to the front at Daytona.
Yeah.
Because it's your last
Yeah,
chance and it's the great equalizer.
I think he catches a dub at one of the ovals between now and then. I'm not really considering Daytona because I don't see Carson Hocevar as a super speedway magician or nothing like that. And those are, to me, Daytona and Talladega is such a just a I don't know. You got to be at the right spot at the right time. And look, Hocevar, I I think is too skilled of a driver to bank on one of those being his win. I think it's going to be a intermediate, a driver's track, a track where we're worried about the life of the tire and the setup and stuff. That's how I feel about Hocevar. I might be wrong, but that's where I'm at.
Yeah, so we'll see what they say, and we'll run it back next week with our Pocono review. I think we're still about 15 subs away from the giveaway. Come
Yeah,
get that
so hit
thing.
the sub button. Leave
Yeah.
a comment. Tell us how fucking stupid we are.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. Let me have it. Tell me your opinion on anything that we have an opinion on.
Hey, leave a comment, even if it's just I watched the first 20 seconds and y'all suck.
Yeah, I hate it
We'd
here. I'm never
appreciate it.
coming back. But I'm gonna hit the sub and join the Discord so I get entered into the giveaway to win this damn Dale Earnhardt pit stand diecast.
Yep, and hit the sub button and join the Discord just so I can watch the races, all the Pocono races for free.
Yeah, you can come hang out with us while we watch them and tell us what you think about shit that's going on. Give us your insight.
Yeah,
But
tell us
alright,
what's really going on.
alright, buddy. I'll let you get back to having your eyes on the road. Maybe
Alright.
maybe we won't end up on the news. Maybe we will end up on the news. Two-time moon
Yeah,
car
this
winner kills family of four or something in a damn automobile accident.
moon car.
Yep. White flag, white
Yep,
flag, white flag.
y'all can catch me on the damn moon car stream full time. Moon car now. Season debut and finale in Moon Car Light.
Yeah, that's crazy. And we will go watch you tonight at, where are we racing tonight?
Is it
Nashville
Fairgrounds?
Fairgrounds. Yep, as we start the playoffs. So good luck.
Yeah, appreciate it. I think they're gonna kill me at the rest of these tracks. They not. It's not set up for me to win this cup.
All right, we'll catch you guys next week. Ciao, ciao.
Dun, dun.